Australia has lots of beautiful natural scenery. There are big cities and famous beaches along the long coastlines. There are also big areas of bush to explore with lots of amazing plants and animals. In the middle of the country is the Outback, which is a big wilderness area. Australia has lots of different types of landscapes, like the dry Uluru in the middle of the country and the wet Great Barrier Reef on the west coast. There are also tropical areas in the north and snowy mountains in the southeast. 1. New South Wales and Act. New South Wales is the most populated state in Australia and has the famous city of Sydney. Sydney has famous landmarks like the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. The oldest part of the city is called the Rocks and has Victorian architecture. There is a coastal path from Sydney to Manly with a nice beach and good surfing. There are other famous beach towns like Coffs Harbour, Port Macquarie, and Byron Bay, which is known for whale watching. The Australian Capital Territory is in the south of the state and is home to the capital city, Canberra. The city has grand government buildings, wide streets, and good hiking trails. The Blue Mountains have beautiful scenery and a calm way of life. 2. Victoria. Victoria is located south of New South Wales and across the sea from Tasmania. The state has beautiful surf beaches, green fields, and many national parks. One of the parks is Alpine National Park, which has alpine valleys and the state's highest peak, Mount Bogong. Melbourne is the capital city of Victoria and has vegan cafes, music venues, and cool shops. It's also a great place for foodies. The city has the largest stadium in Australia, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The Yarra Valley is close to Melbourne and is the best place in Australia for wine lovers. The Great Ocean Road is a 243-kilometer-long highway between Torquay and Allansford. It's a popular route for road trips with beautiful scenery. 3. Queensland. Queensland is located close to Asia with tropical islands in the north off the coast of Papua New Guinea. To the west lies the Northern Territory and South Australia, and to the south is New South Wales. The eastern coast has a stunning and varied shoreline, from Brisbane to the famous Gold Coast, but the most famous place is the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's most extensive reef system and stretches for most of the Queensland coastline. You can explore it from the tropical far north of Queensland, starting from Cairns. You can also island hop around the relaxed Whitsunday Islands or visit Fraser Island further along the coast, where a rainforest grows on coral sand. 4. Northern Territory. Northern Territory is a place in Australia that is mostly made up of the Outback, which means it has a lot of desert and is not heavily populated. The biggest city is Darwin, which is in the north of the territory. One of the famous things to see in the south is Uluru, which is also known as Ayers Rock. It's a big rock that's very special to the Aboriginal people, and there is a lot of Aboriginal artwork in the area. You're not allowed to climb it. Alice Springs is the nearest town, but it's still far away. In the top end of Northern Territory, there's Kakadu National Park, which is the biggest national park in Australia. It's famous for its natural beauty, like the Jim Jim Falls, and also for its Aboriginal history and rock art. 5. South Australia. It sounds like South Australia has a lot to offer, from the scenic wineries of Barossa Valley to the adventurous hiking opportunities in the Flinders Ranges. There's something for everyone, and for those interested in unique underground living, Coober Pedy might be worth a visit. The rugged coastline and beaches of York Peninsula, including Estes National Park, also sound like a great spot for nature lovers and birdwatchers. 6. Western Australia. In addition to the Pinnacles Desert, Western Australia has plenty of other stunning natural attractions. One of the most famous is the Kimberley region, a rugged and remote area in the state's far north. Here you'll find the Bungle Bungle Range, a series of beehive-shaped sandstone formations that are a popular hiking and camping spot. For those interested in wildlife, Ningaloo Reef is not just a great place to snorkel and dive, but also a prime spot for whale-shark encounters. These gentle giants can be seen swimming in the reef's waters from March to August. Another iconic Western Australian destination is Broome, a small town on the state's northwest coast. Known for its stunning beaches and pearling industry history, it's a popular spot for camel rides at sunset along the beach. And for the adventurous types, the Gibb River Road offers a long and bumpy drive through the Kimberley region, passing by stunning gorges, waterfalls, and remote cattle stations. 7. Tasmania. Tasmania is also home to the famous Overland Track, a 6-day hike through the Tasmanian wilderness that's known as one of the world's great walks. It takes in Cradle Mountain and finishes at Lake St. Clair, Australia's deepest freshwater lake. Further south, the wilderness of the Southwest National Park is home to some of the state's wildest and most remote landscapes, including the jagged peaks of the Western Arthur Range. For history buffs, Port Arthur is an interesting site. It was once a convict settlement and is now a well-preserved historic site with a museum and guided tours. And for foodies, Tasmania is renowned for its fresh seafood and locally grown produce, with a thriving culinary scene in Hobart and beyond. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Australia's diverse and beautiful states and territories. From the cosmopolitan cities to the rugged outback and stunning natural landscapes, this country truly has something for everyone. We hope you enjoyed learning about the different regions and are inspired to plan your own Australian adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel content, and we'll see you in the next video.